What's up, my kings and beauty queens? How are my brothers and sisters doing? I pray to God everybody is doing well. But for those who are not doing well, as always, I pray that God heal you, give you a speedy recovery, and just make you as comfortable as can be. In the name of Jesus. As always, I got to thank my A1s from day ones, my new subscribers, and those who watch my channel. Thank y'all for y'all support. Continue to hit share, subscribe, like, and definitely leave a positive comment, and you can agree to disagree as well. But you guys, I'm going to get into what's going on in these social media streets. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm here to give my opinion about the situation that's going on with Coco and Lele. And my thing is, when it comes to any type of physical altercation, it can be the woman or the man who's the aggressor. If you're not there, you don't know who started it. It's normally always start off being verbal. It's always start off as being verbal by either the male or female. Somebody said something that was disrespectful. Somebody did something that was disrespectful, and then all of a sudden it come in two hands. Somebody putting paws on somebody. It is not right if it's a man, and it's not right if it's a woman. It's not right at all. Somebody need to walk away. Male, female. I have a daughter and I have sons, and I don't want them to be the aggressor, and I wouldn't want them to be the one who was a victim. So in a situation like this, you got to be very careful, because if a police is called, it's not always the man to get locked up. Sometimes it's the woman, and sometimes it's both. So you got to be real careful in these situations. But the best thing I will say, is walk away. When you see the verbal altercation getting bad, go in another room. Leave the house for a while. Cool off. But do not stay in a situation where it can get violent. Hitting on each other is not okay. Even if it's a woman to slap a man, to push a man, it's not okay. A lot of people have been in a situation like that. A lot of you all who watching the video know somebody in your family who been in a domestic violent relationship. You yourselves, anybody can be in a situation like that. So you just got to be real careful of the things that you say and do. And I'm kind of pausing right now. And the reason I say that, because what I seen yesterday on a lot of these YouTube channels, I seen some people was laughing. I seen some people, I don't care how much you don't like a woman, I don't care how much you don't like a man. When it comes to a situation where somebody getting their hands, I don't care if they are the aggressor. I don't care if the female is the aggressor, it's not okay for somebody to put hands on her. And I don't care if your boy was the aggressor. It's not okay for somebody to put their hands on him. Either way it goes. Nobody should put their hands on anybody. And if it's the man or the woman, nobody should be getting picked on, laughed at. Nobody should laugh at anybody. I don't care. Oh, she the aggressor. Oh, she did this, and it's like people saying as though she deserved it. And I'm just gonna say nobody should get hit. I don't care how loud your mouth is, and everybody know when she do her videos how loud, and she knows how loud she is. But at the end of the day, nobody deserves to get paws put on them. So, instead of just talking negative, and if you don't like a certain person, pray. Prayer works. Prayer works. When I seen the situation, I didn't see all the videos. I seen some of the verbal um, video on Coco Live. I seen what was going on, and I was shaking my head, because I was like, this is going to get bad. This could get bad, and it's like some people can be initiating the drama. Some people will get in the mix of the drama when they see somebody mad. They get around that person. No, get away. Don't get close to it. Get away from it. You hear these people saying things you don't like. Don't draw to it. Don't come to it. Get away. And don't respond to it. Because if you respond to what they're saying, it's going to get worse. So I seen a lot of stuff, and I was like, wow, this ain't going to end up right. So, no one knows what goes on when the screen is off. Just like you all know somebody in your family, or if you are that female or you are that male who is the victim, or you is that aggressor, or you is the initiator, if you are the abuser, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. No one knows. When those doors are closed and the screen is off, we don't know what woman, what man is dealing with what. We don't know. So you got to be real careful, especially to all the YouTubers. You got to be real careful. This is very sensitive, especially if somebody in your audience is dealing with that. Your subscribers, your followers, your fans. A lot of them have been in a situation like that. Some of them had to get away. Some of them is still in a situation like that. So be real careful how you handle a conversation when talking about domestic violence. Because you can really hurt one of your fans' feelings if they in that situation and living in that situation and being silent, being embarrassed. Especially when people saying, you can leave, you can leave. You don't know what that person probably be getting threats. Because all of those, what is it called? Let me say the right word. Restraining order is just paper. That's just a paper. But if somebody dealing with something mental, they say, forget that paper. That's a piece of paper telling me what not to do, but I'm going to do what I want to do. So you don't know what reason a man stays. You don't know what reason a woman stays. Like I said, a man can be a victim as well. And you don't know what reason. You don't know if he or she going to try and take the kids. You don't know if he or she going to do something that really hurt you. You don't know. So people have their reasons. And if you don't, and to say what you wouldn't do, okay, all right, that's understandable what you wouldn't do, but be sympathetic to the people who is living that, being that victim. Be a little sympathetic. Okay, we know what you wouldn't do. Okay, all right, okay, we get it. But if you have never been in that situation, you really cannot say if you was with somebody for this amount of years and what kind of feelings you got, that you really don't know until you've been in the situation. As my daddy say, keep living. With everything. Oh, I wouldn't, shouldn't, never will do. Keep living. A lot of these people I see on here is very young. I'll be 51 in October. A lot of people I see is very young. And you can never say what you would not stay in. A lot of people in here, and I don't know nobody, so I don't want nobody coming back and saying, oh, I know she ain't talking about me. No, I'm only talking to the people who feel in being in the situation where I'm talking about. A lot of people who say this would never happen to me, you never know. That person probably was getting hit. Some people, and I know, some people who probably say this would never happen, sometimes things happen to that person. Sometimes a person been pushed on, been shoved. They probably not been physically, well, probably wasn't hit in the eye, got a black eye, bloody lip, bloody nose, but they got pushed around. That's domestic violence. Some people got shoved. That is domestic violence. Just because you don't have a black eye, a bloody nose, a busted lip, a push, a shove by a man or woman, that is domestic violence. So, a lot of people who say they never been through it just because they don't got that black eye, bloody nose, bloody lip, if they been pushed, you've been in a domestic violent relationship. So, just to be a little sympathetic, even though Lay is that hardcore, loud, it's still not okay. It's not okay. I don't care. I know, like I said, I don't care if it's a man because I have two boys and I have a daughter, and I don't want nobody. I don't even like my kids to fight, but it happens where they get in the fight. It can be a boy. My son can fight another boy. I still don't like that, but it is what it is. I don't like my daughter fighting, but she got in fights with girls, and it is what it is. And I didn't like that. I don't like nobody putting their hands, whether it's a boy, my boy fighting a boy, or my girl fighting a female. I don't like it either way. So I definitely ain't going to like if the opposite sex is putting the hands on my children. I don't care if it was a female. I want my son hitting no girl, and I don't want no girl hitting my son. Vice versa. I don't want no dude hitting my daughter, and I don't want my daughter hitting a dude, period. But it is what it is. I had it both ways. I had paws put on me by a male, and I put my paws bike on a male as if I was in that story like Tina Turner when she turned against Ike in that car, and she went ham on him. You know what I'm saying? It happens. When you keep getting pushed and hit and shoved, you react, and you do end up doing the same thing, throwing stuff, you know, putting your paws back on them, until it's time to, hey, I got to get out of this. So y'all just be kind of, when it comes to Lay, we see her mouth. We see her mouth on her videos. We see a lot of mouths on other people, on the other females. We see their mouth too. So we don't know in a relationship how they really are when nobody is behind the scene. We're not that fly on the wall to see what's going on in these people's house. We don't know. They don't show everything. I guarantee you, and I put this on anything that I love. I put this on anything I love. A lot of people who's watching these videos, who's watching other people, other YouTuber videos, who's fans of anybody in these social media streets, I guarantee you they being in a domestic violent relationship. Some of the YouTubers who's talking being in a domestic violent relationship, at least in their younger years. And it ain't no joke. It ain't fun. It can be scary at first, embarrassing, don't know who to turn to. So just be careful. Be a little more sympathetic when that happened to a female. Don't laugh. And that's what I seen yesterday. I seen some people being really sympathetic because even though your girl got this, a lot of it, and very loud, very aggressive, but at the end of the day, she's a female. I don't care how big, how, I don't care how thick, big a woman is, a man is powerful. Some women might can beat a man, but the majority of the time, no matter how big a woman is, sometimes a skinny man can whoop a woman. And it just is what it is. So no woman, no man deserve to get paws put on them. And that's just what it is. So for all you women, all you men who is the aggressor, chill, leave, go get some help. For all the victims of domestic violence, leave. Get yourself safe. Don't tell the man or the woman that you're leaving. No, but some people's mind ain't set up for that. Some people will hurt you before you leave them. So get yourself in a safe environment. Don't tell the person that you're leaving them. Don't say, I'm leaving you. They don't want to hear that. Find a way to get out. And if you're going to get out, stay out. Because if you look at the news lately, some people don't make it. Some people don't make it out. So I pray for all the families who had to deal with someone who didn't make it out, who left children behind, family behind, because they didn't get out soon enough. And normally when a situation happened like that, they probably was trying to get out, but for whatever reason, they didn't, and it was too late. But let's pray for anybody now who is going through that domestic violence. Don't laugh. It's not funny at all. And I've seen some videos, some YouTubers laughing. And I don't care, like I say, I don't care how much you dislike a person. If somebody's going through a domestic violence, and even if it's a skit, which I don't think it was and is, even if it was a skit, that's offensive to people who watching, because it's not a game. It's not a joke. If you did it and told people, hey, we're going to do a play, tell people in the beginning, and then they can relate to it. But when people think it's serious and they've been in a situation like that, that's not funny at all. At all. So if your girl is going through something like that, my heart go out to her. Because some people can be big and tough, loud, but it's a reason why a person is offensive, or a person is aggressive, a person who have to fight back, feel they have to fight back. It's a reason behind everything. And the videos that she showed, a couple of by her ex, she been in that situation before. And people probably say, well, she can get out. You don't know people mental. People don't know people mental. So with that being said, I can come back on a little later because I do have to go to work, and I do have to take my son to the bus stop because it looks like it's going to rain. Normally he walked to the bus stop, but it seems like it's going to rain. So I'm going to take him, and I'm going to have to carry my butt to work. Quinn, you dressed? Yeah. Come here. Because I know they haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, he's in the 10th grade now. Yeah, come behind it. Yeah, say hey. Okay, hold up. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Come on.
It's the second day of school today.
You gotta talk loud. I don't know if they can hear you.
It's the second day of school today, and hopefully I have a good day.
He will have a good day, because I'm going to pray that he have a good day. Yes. Okay? All right then, everybody. So with that being said, we love you. Take care of yourself. Love, peace, happiness. And with that being said, peace.